Now, we have a vision for fatherhood here at Strong Man Nation that's very bright and very clear and very good and very biblical. We want to call men to self-regulate themselves so they are disciplined enough and able to lead their wife, because if they can't take care of their own crap, they can't lead their wife. So you got to get your own life in line, and then you got to have enough bandwidth after you've taken responsibility for your own stuff that you can then lead your wife, and then out of that bandwidth, you got to get your stuff together so you can together lead your children. What I'm saying is the stronger man does not end there. Your family is training ground and preparatory ground for you to be a spiritual father wherever you go. Primary responsibility of wife or husband and children in preparation for a lifetime of spiritual leadership in your church and in your community. Look at the takeaways. Takeaway number 1, to lead anyone, you must love everyone. Here's what's interesting. Paul says, look, I'm not writing this to shame you. I'm writing these harsh words to wake you up to your need for what I'm about to tell you the rest of the letter. If Paul didn't love them, he wouldn't be bothering with them. And I oftentimes wonder if we don't lead people as much because we lack Christ-like love for people around us. If we had more love, we'd do more leading. Because when you love someone, you can't help but want them to flourish and want them to do well. And when they make foolish choices and go off the road, if you don't care, you're like, who cares? But if you care, you're like, whoa, where are you going, man? People sometimes ask me, why do you get so worked up in the pulpit sometimes? Because I like walking around life with just like low-grade annoyance? No, because God has put in my heart a deep love for whoever I get to pastor and shepherd, whoever's here in front of me, and I don't want to say anything that would hurt them or not say anything that would cheat them from hearing all that God has for them. And when people make foolish choices with their life outside of the counsel and principles of God, it only and always and inevitably ends in destruction, and that's not something I get excited about. I love when people flourish. I love when marriages thrive. I love when wives are loved and men step into the respectability of leading and humility, and children are discipled and the family unit strengthens and the world gets better when men and women do that. I love seeing that. And when Satan attacks that on my watch, I get a little bothered. And when I see my own self stutter and stumble and fail, I want to do better. It's not because, it's because I care. And to the degree that I stop caring and loving people around me who are failing is the degree I stop leading those around me towards Jesus. So maybe the first step towards leadership for you is like, Lord, too much information Pastor Josh gave me today, but I do know I need this. Help me love people more. Maybe that's where we start. Asking God to give us a burden for our marriages, a burden for our businesses, a burden for our communities, a burden for our nation. Like what if you carried a burden for more than just your life, but how your life might be used and even used up for the glory of God in your generation.
Hey everybody, hope you found that helpful. If you would like to watch the sermon that clip came from, you can go here, check it out. As well, if you'd like to watch more Bible teaching, you can go to my YouTube channel. And if you would like more free resources for your family, your marriage, and how to be a stronger man, you can go to strongmannation.com. Check it out.